Picture this, you've been studying English for a while. You've taken classes here and there, but you never actually felt really engaged with them. So you open your computer, type on Google how to learn English for free, and get over 4.65 billion results in less than 1 second. The time it would take you to open, explore, and make a decision about which resources to use would be so time-consuming that you think, I'm never going to learn this way. I better give up on this. I'll study when I'm able to afford a good school. And then you are back to exactly the same place where you started. What's up everyone? I'm Andrea, your real life English fluency coach. If you've always wanted to speak English fluently or make English a fun part of your day, but you can't seem to find the right resources to make it happen, then you're going to get a lot out of today's lesson. I'll share with you my favorite free websites, apps, and activities that help learners take their English to the next level. You can choose your favorite ones according to the areas you still need to improve. And I'll also take you behind the scenes on how to use our free app, which was designed for people who want to speak English in a safe, judgment-free environment and connect with cultures from all around the world. Because here at Real Life English, we want to guide you beyond the classroom to live and learn and speak English in the real world. So hit that subscribe button and bell down below so you don't miss any of our lessons. Now, these resources I'm going to share with you today can complement your studies. It's ideal that first you choose an area you want to improve and 2 or 3 resources to help you so that you don't get overwhelmed trying to do it all at once. Mastering a language involves a series of other skills such as reading, listening, writing, and speaking. With companies adopting remote work, communication is an important skill to have now more than ever. Learning how to write doesn't need to be boring. Write and Improve is a free tool developed by the University of Cambridge. You can choose or create a task according to your level, and after you submit your writing, you'll get automatic feedback on where your writing may need to improve. If you're looking for something less formal, you can join Facebook groups, forums like Quora, Discord or Reddit on your favorite topics, not English learning groups, and you can interact there by asking questions and sharing ideas. You can use these opportunities to make friends who have the same interests as you, and you'll see how fluent speakers communicate while they are writing. Reading is your main source of vocabulary and one of the best ways to learn new words and acquire a more advanced vocabulary. Did you also know that blogs are not dead? Most YouTubers also still have blogs where they share bits of their content. You can choose to follow the ones that are made for English learners or the ones about topics you like. And if you're interested in foreign culture, most countries have their website in English, so you can explore them to find out more about that place and learn vocabulary that will be useful when you travel there. If you have a Kindle, you can find free ebooks on Amazon. They're organized into categories, and many of these books are classics in the public domain and feature similar cover art. They'll have a button that says buy for free on their individual payment pages. This is a nice way to learn grammar and collocations intuitively. You know that feeling when you know how to complete a sentence or how to use a certain preposition, but you don't know why? You probably listened to it so many times before using it actively. As you know, we are big fans of podcasts to help you with your listening, so we publish them twice a week. You can also practice your listening with songs on YouTube. You can just search the name of a song and the lyrics. And I also highly recommend the lyrics training website. This is super fun. Even I like to do it sometimes. There's different levels as well, so you can challenge yourself as you get a bit more used to it or get better at it. And it's a fun way to learn the lyrics to your favorite songs. Now, I totally understand that this can be the hardest one to develop. You may feel shy, always thinking that your English is not good enough, or wondering if people will understand you. Or you even have the belief that to speak a language, you need to live in the country where that language is spoken. So a good idea is to start alone. You can start practicing talking about things that are meaningful to you, the story of your life, something that you're interested in, something you've recently read, watched, or seen on the news. You can even write down some bullet points about the topic you choose. So just open a new Google Doc, go to Tools, voice typing, and change it to English. You should speak non-stop for about 3 minutes, and if you don't know a word, you can say it in your mother tongue. This is a great way to see how you're organizing your thoughts and which words you still need to learn. The tool is not 100% accurate, but it does the job of providing some feedback on those points. For more ideas, I highly recommend you watch this lesson.
It sounds impossible, but believe me, it's not. I use these tips so I don't forget my Spanish while living here in Brazil.
I know many of you out there, for various reasons, are frustrated at not having anyone to speak to. That's exactly why we developed the Real Life app. Now, as promised, I'll share with you more about the process of creating it. Let's start with our CEO, Justin's testimonial. Justin, how did the idea for the app come about?
The main inspiration for the Real Life app was all the way back to right around 2011 when Ethan and I first met. We were private English teachers in Belo Horizonte, Brazil, and we had big dreams. And so we were organizing these English-speaking parties for, at first, a few dozen of our friends, but then this quickly grew into a few hundred people. And so we had so many people at these parties, but we wanted to find a way to not only help people kind of mix the party up and help people separate from the groups that they came with, but also for people to have the courage to speak, to overcome their shyness. And we learned a couple things from this. Like, one, people are very happy and successful to speak English with non-native speakers. And two, English learners are hungry to speak English in the real world and make friends across cultures. And just as we did back then with those parties, we're doing now with the app.
We've been doing a lot of product research, that is to understand the frustrations that English learners face, to understand the problems they face in order to propose a solution.
So when I was a teenager, I was always trying to find ways to improve my English and to practice my English, but I could not find a place that was safe enough, that would have people with the same goal as mine. I tried Facebook groups about movies, series, music, and sometimes there was someone that I would become a friend and that would call to each other to speak in English. I even tried Omegle. That is not the safest method, just because I really wanted to talk to someone in English. So an app that would provide me a safe place to connect with people would really have been a dream come true at that time.
So if you're not already using it, I highly recommend you start now because our app is free. You can download it in the Google Play and Apple App Store, but I'll also link it down in the description for you. Here are my tips for when you're using the app. Don't worry whether you have an accent or not. As Amy Chua pointed out, it's a sign of bravery. It means you've gathered the courage and the effort to learn another language. It's okay to make mistakes. Everyone's there to practice and learn together. If you're afraid of freezing up, there's a solution to this problem, and it's what we call survival phrases. Think of survival phrases as the pocket version of English. They're phrases that you can count on when you're looking for certain information or you need to ask for something. They can even help you get out of a sticky situation and also help you confidently make conversations and be understood by other English speakers. So in this lesson, we'll begin by talking about types of survival phrases that can help you facilitate conversation. Then we'll talk about chunking and learning without grammar, which is a method for learning vocabulary that's related to survival phrases.